can we just talk about Dana White? I mentioned it earlier briefly, but this fucking guy. I mean, he's going to apparently secure a private island to run UFC shows on. But here's the thing. I mean, a lot of UFC fights, guys require medical attention after the fights. I mean, for the most part, most UFC shows, guys have to go straight to the hospital, don't they? So you're going to have to have medical personnel on hand at a time when medical personnel is needed elsewhere. I mean, the NHS here in the UK is stretched, and look at hospitals in America are stretched as well, for sure.
Yeah.
So this just isn't the right time to be running shows. You should just listen to the advice and just, I don't know. I mean, I think, and plus he said that him and Vince are the only ones. What did he say? We're the only ones sort of brave enough to run shows right now. It's not bravery; it's stupidity. You're going to fly guys in to wrestle on this island, potentially spreading the disease. There's no justification, in my opinion.
But why private island, though? Why private island? Why not? Can you not just secure like an area in a country and have it?
You can't, because everywhere's shut down.
Well, all of it's shut down. Like, you can't even just open a plot of land, or can you not hold it? I don't know.
You can't, can you? Because that's.
Why just hold it in the ocean?
The only people that can work right now are key workers, and UFC fighters and wrestlers are not key workers. You know, American football players, baseball players, basketball players, whatever. All other sports people can't do their job right now. So why do wrestling and ultimate fighting, MMA, why do they think they're any better than anybody else? It's like, oh no, the show must go on. Why? Why must it go on? I know that wrestling and MMA are the only sports that have no off season, so they do go 24/7, 365 days of the year. But still, I mean, right now you can't run shows. You just can't. So don't run them. It's not difficult. Everybody has to make sacrifices. I'm not able to go to work right now, which I'm not happy about, but that's the way it is. So wrestlers and MMA fighters, they do pretty well for a living. They can survive. They're not going to be let go from their job. People will be. People are going to get laid off from their jobs right now. Wrestlers and MMA fighters will be fine. They can just wrestle again in the future. Just don't wrestle and fight right now. It's not difficult, is it? And there's no audience right now anyway. If you look at the ratings, people aren't watching. The interest level in WrestleMania was well down to what it would be. So
I think we just need to accept that this is just the situation we're in.
Yeah, exactly. And people are. But
and
why?
Will UFC fighters even agree to this? Because, you've got no medical. How are we going to get
That's
the
the thing. I mean, apart from, and here's another thing, Vince McMahon. I mean, I'll give Vince credit in a way because fair play to him for wanting to carry on. But Vince is 74, 75 years old. He should be self-isolating like every other 70-year-old. He shouldn't be running wrestling shows. I just don't. Just sit home. Just sit at home like everybody else. It's not difficult. It really isn't. There's no need for UFC shows to go ahead right now. Putting guys' life in danger, which is not an exaggeration because you are. You are putting people's lives in danger by doing shows. They were quite happy. WWE was quite happy to let a guy who has come back from leukemia twice, wrestle on their show, given what's going on right now. Just let that sink in for a second. And WWE doctors okayed it, and it took the guy himself saying, no, this is a bad idea, I'm not going to do it. And people are mad at Roman Reigns?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Not fair, is it?
It's not fair.
Not fair. Well, because alright, because of his age, and I think there is like a high chance of surviving leukemia. It's still not worth the risk.
No, it's not. This will end. This is not going to be something which runs on for years and years and years. It's probably going to be months. But taking these risks is only going to make it last longer. If you did what everyone told you to do and stay at home, this will blow over a lot quicker. But if everyone ignores the advice and goes out and carries on or tries to carry on with their normal life, it's going to make it longer before everybody else can go back to their normal lives. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's proven that if you stay at home and don't do anything, it stops the spread of the disease. But people are still going out and spreading it. So, I don't know.
I just don't want to get it because I actually have people that live with underlying health issues. I don't particularly want to get sick and give it to them potentially.
I feel bad for people like you that work in supermarkets because, and it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Should we move on?
Yeah,
I think I said everything I want to say about that, but yeah, Dana White. I mean, and it's not one of these things where I'm sat behind a microphone. It's a lot easier to say that than if the person's right in front of you. But if he was still in front of me right now, I'd still be able to say to him, Dana White, you're a fucking idiot, mate.
He's always been a bit of a prick, to be honest.
I would say it to him. I would. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. He's a fucking idiot. Anyway, let's move on.